Hi everyone, Lisette Nunez with Fox 61 News. We're at the scene of a crash in Wethersfield. We're right off of Prospect and Willow Street. It was a car versus a pole, and I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera just to give you a better look of the scene. So Hartford Police is on scene. I was told by a Wethersfield police officer that they were here to assist, but he couldn't give me any additional details of what exactly happened. We just know that there is a car on the right. You can see it's red. It's heavily damaged. It also brought down a pole. You could see that there is debris. Eversource is also on scene here. I did get a chance to speak to a captain here for the Wethersfield Fire Department, and he tells me that right now Eversource is working on cutting the power off because there are still live wires on scene. So if you live in Wethersfield, some of you guys may have lost power. If you live, I want to say about 1.5 miles or 2 miles from Willow and Prospect Street, we have seen dozens of people already report power outages. Eversource is on scene. They are working on cutting the power. There are live lines there following this crash. This was a car versus a pole. We have Wethersfield Police and Hartford Police. A Wethersfield police officer did give me an update just about 5 minutes ago. He tells me that Hartford Police is just here assisting. I did ask about any updates as far as how many people were involved or how many people were inside the car. He did not have any details on those numbers or their conditions. But once again, if you look on the right, you could see that there is a red car, heavily damaged. You could see some power lines on top of it too. There's lots of debris laying on the road. And for those folks who are familiar with this area, Prospect Street, a pretty busy area, and we expect it to be closed down for at least 6 hours. That's what Wethersfield Police is telling me right now. And this scene extends quite a bit. So you have some yellow tape over those homes. Excuse me. And then on the right, you have even more tape too. For folks who are just joining us, we are at the scene of a car versus a pole. Wethersfield Fire Department, Wethersfield Police, Hartford Police are all here on scene. Hartford Police is assisting. Still trying to get a few more details as far as this crash goes, but we know that they are going to be here investigating for quite some time. This road's going to be shut down for at least 6 hours. And right now, Eversource is here on scene because they have to cut the power. There's a couple of live lines there, and quite a few folks have already lost power due to this crash. You see heavy police and fire presence right now. So this is right off of Prospect Street and Willow Street. Pretty busy area. Still working on getting additional details on what may have led to this crash and how many people were involved. We know at least it was just one red car, but the fire department did not have any information as far as how many people were inside the car. We are still working and trying to get those details right now, but I know we're a little bit off a distance, but you can see on the right side there is a red car. It's pretty much smashed into pieces and there's debris all over the place. You could also see power lines laying on top of it. And then in the middle, you could see an Eversource truck. They just brought down a new pole that's going to be replacing the pole that just went down and was brought down by this crash. So once again, for those folks who just joined us, this is Prospect and Willow Street in Wethersfield. Pretty busy intersection. The fire chief told me, I should say captain, he told me that he lives about 1.5 miles away from here. And when this crash happened, he noticed that his lights flickered. But a lot of people ended up losing power, especially those who live right directly near this crash. So this happened, I want to say, a little bit after 11 o'clock in the morning. And they do expect this road to be closed off for several hours today. So this could definitely impact the afternoon commute. All right, so once again, this is Wethersfield, not too far from the Hartford line. I want to say maybe about 2.5 miles away from the Hartford line. Hartford police is assisting Wethersfield police with this investigation, but this scene extends. I'm going to back up a little bit just to give you a wider view. So still plenty of details we are working on confirming right now. So we're going to be staying on top of this story all afternoon long. My colleague Taylor DiCello, she is also going to be here in just a little bit, and she will be providing updates during our 4 and 5 o'clock newscast. So make sure you stay with us on social media and also our newscast at 4 and 5. I'll also be tweeting out more updates as soon as I get more information. See you then. Bye-bye.